Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Smoke Gaming. We're back with another video, and today we'll be ranking the top 10 players in this draft class. Now, this isn't where they're going to go in the draft. This is just who I think the top 10 players are in this draft based on true talent. And at number 1, we have Travis Hunter. Now, I think he is, I wouldn't say by far, but there's a pretty good gap between him and the rest of anybody in this draft. I mean, I think he is easily the number 1 player in this class. I mean, just look at this catch. That'll tell you everything you need to know. I mean, this is a ridiculous catch with pass interference. But me personally, I like him better at corner. And that's the great thing about him, is that he plays 140 snaps a game. And he never looks tired. I mean, it is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. I mean, you haven't seen this type of level of production on both sides of the ball ever. I personally like him better as a corner, but I've heard a lot of teams like him better as receiver. And if the Browns draft him at 2, which is what I have in my latest mock draft, I've heard that they want to play him at receiver. And I'm not sure if I fully agree of playing him only at receiver. I would like for a team to play him mostly as a corner and have design plays for him at receiver. That's what I think he would be, where he'd be best utilized. But either way, I think he could be generational at both positions, which is just an absolutely wild thing to say. But I think he just has that level of talent, and that's why I'm at number 1. And at number 2, I have Ashton Jeanty. As you can tell by this blue field, that absolutely sucks. But that ain't what this is about. He is also one of the best running back prospects I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot. I mean, Bijan was really good coming out of the draft. Jahmyr Gibbs was even a good prospect. I mean, he's probably one of the best I've seen since Ezekiel Elliott or Saquon Barkley. I mean, just his balance after contact is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I mean, he is also one of the 3 blue chip players in this class, and you're about to see who number 3 is. But I have him, Hunter, and the third guy that y'all are about to see. But I was in between him and, I'll just go ahead and say it. I was in between him and Abdul Carter for number 2. And I mean, just look at this dude. I mean, he's a stud. I mean, but like I was saying, I was in between him and Abdul Carter for 2 and 3, and I just gave the slight edge to Ashton Jeanty just because of the incredible season he had, and just to what I think, or how I think he'll produce in the league. And I think he will easily have 1,000 yards as a rookie. I mean, I just think any team he goes to, I mean, he's just one of the best running back prospects I've ever seen, and that's why I got him at number 2. And number 3, I have Abdul Carter. And like I was saying a few seconds ago, that I had it between him and Ashton Jeanty for number 2, and I gave the slight edge to Ashton Jeanty, but that doesn't mean that I don't think Abdul Carter is an elite player. I think that there are 3 blue chip players in this class. It's Travis Hunter, Ashton Jeanty, and Abdul Carter. And I meant he was dominant at Penn State. I mean, he doesn't have elite sack numbers, but he's so much more than that. I mean, the pressures you'll get out of him, the off-ball ability that you can get out of him from time to time. I mean, I hate to compare him to Micah Parsons because they were definitely different players at Penn State, but like comparing him to Micah Parsons of now as the primary edge rusher, I mean, he just reminds me a lot of him. Now, obviously, you don't want Abdul Carter in coverage. Like, that's not how you want him at all. But I'm just saying, if he had to, like if you needed an edge or an outside linebacker to drop back into coverage, he can do it. He's that athletic. And I mean, he has power, he has speed, and he's easily the best edge rusher in this class. And that's why I have him at number 3. And at number 4, I have Jalen Walker. Now, he's a game wrecker. I mean, his ability off the edge, his ability as an off-ball linebacker is, I mean, it's just some of the best I've seen. Now, it does seem like I'm going to say that for every player, but I mean, they're top 10 on my big board for a reason. I mean, as you can see, there's plays where he's playing off the ball. There's plays he's playing as an edge rusher. I mean, he can do both at an elite level, and I compared Abdul Carter to him to Micah Parsons. I see Jalen Walker as a Micah Parsons. He can play off ball. He can play on the edge. I mean, he's just a great talent. And in my most recent mock draft, I got him and Jahad Campbell confused. Obviously, Jahad Campbell is the linebacker for Alabama. And I put Jahad Campbell at 8 to the Panthers. Now, I do think Jahad Campbell is a first-round pick. I have him in the mid to late teens, though. And I accidentally put Jalen Walker all the way down to 26. And that was my mistake. I looked at their stats. They have similar stats. I think one's 6'2", one's 6'3", and they're both 245. And that was a mistake on my part. But not Jahad Campbell. Jalen Walker is who I have as my 4th best player in this class. And you know I got to show love to the big boys here. With the 5th best player in this class, I have Mason Graham. Now, he is easily my number 1 D-tackle prospect in this class. He isn't a nose. He's more of a 3-tech to a 5-tech. And he was just dominant at Michigan. Now, there was some games that he did struggle against, bigger offensive linemen. But, I mean, his burst off the ball, his upside as a pass rusher, and even him as a run defender. I mean, that's what he was at Michigan, was a great run defender. But also, he has great upside as a pass rusher. I mean, if you just look at some of these highlights, I mean, look at his first step. Getting his arms extended so that the O-line can't get his hands on him. I mean, he's a very good deep tackle prospect. He reminds me a lot of whenever I would watch Brian Brzee highlights, or Brian Brzee tape, whenever he was at Clemson. Reminds me a lot of him. I mean, just look at that. Let's go back and watch that. I mean, that was an amazing, I would call it an arm swap. His O-line got his hands on him, swapped the arms down. I mean, O-line was completely off balance and he used that to his advantage. O-line basically face plants. Now, as an O-lineman, I hate to see this, but I mean, that was a great play by Mason Graham. I mean, and that's why I have him at number 5. And at number 6, I think it is now, I have Tyler Warren. Now, obviously in the draft, I could see him going as high as 6. But this isn't the NFL draft. This is just who I think the best players are based on true talent. And Tyler Warren is one of the better tight end prospects in recent years. I mean, I still had Kyle Pitts over him as a prospect, but Tyler Warren is a bigger tight end. Like Kyle Pitts was your, line, not in-line tight end. He could play a big slot for you. And I still think Tyler Warren could play a big slot for you. He's that versatile. And he's someone that can help you in the run block game as well as Kyle Pitts does not. I'd say he's 6'6", 260. Now, he's not a polished run blocker at all. He isn't a George Kittle by no means. But that's something he can learn, and you can't teach size. And he absolutely has size. I mean, he's a wildcat quarterback for Penn State at times. I mean, he is a very athletic tight end with great hands. And that's why I have him at number 6. At number 7, I have Armand Mimbu out of Mizzou. Now, he's rose up draft boards and big boards a lot over his 2025 college season. I mean, he's just a big athletic tackle. Now, some say he's a little bit undersized for tackle at only 6'4", a little over 300, but I mean, just if you look at the way he plays, he absolutely can stick at tackle in the NFL. I mean, I have him edging out Will Campbell on my big board. They're both ultra athletes on the O-line. But I mean, this dude Mimbu, if he gets his hands on you, I mean, you're not getting loose. I mean, just look at this reach block right here. He throws that right arm, heavy punch. He's a good run blocker, good pass blocker, and just overall a very well-rounded offensive lineman. I mean, just look at that first step. I mean, just look at that smart play. I mean, he's also a very smart player, as you can tell on film. You can see that he's trying to flow over to get a linebacker more than likely. But he sees that his running back is cutting back and knows that D tackle's on his butt. So what does he do? He kind of seals him off like a basketball player. I mean, it seals him off so that the running back can still get through that hole, and it's a big gain. I mean, just plays like that is reasons I have him at number 7 on my big board. And at number 8, I have Will Campbell. And it was a little bit of a toss-up between him and Armand Membou, and I ended up putting Armand Membou over him on my big board. And just because they're both elite athletes. I mean, you can see out there, he just threw that Florida defensive end. But, I mean, they're both elite athletes. And it's really hard to choose between the two of them. But I like Will Campbell overall as a run blocker better than Membou. I like Membou better as a pass blocker. And, I mean, Will Campbell, man, he's a mauler. I mean, you can see it looks like his stance is a little bit high, but I mean, I think the NFL will lower him a little bit once he gets there. But if it's a stance he's comfortable out of, I'm okay with it. But, I mean, just whenever he gets his hands in between your shoulder pads, you ain't getting by him. I mean, his pass pro does need some work, but I think he's just such an overall elite run blocker. And that's why I have him at number 8. I mean, just look at some of these plays, man. I mean, D linemen don't stand a chance. That's the main difference I have between him and Armand Membou. One's a better pass blocker. Then you got Will Campbell, who's an elite run blocker. I mean, it's just, in terms of top offensive linemen in this class, they're 1A, 1B for me. And at number 9, I have Will Johnson. Now, if you would have asked me, before this college football season, I probably would have said he would have been top 5, just based off his 2023 tape. I mean, he's an elite press man corner, and it was hard to find a place for him on this big board because his 2024 was worse than his 2023. I think we can all agree with that. And there is some players that if their 2024 was as good as their 2023, they will be on here, including Malachi Starks and who's the other guy? Malachi Starks and maybe even a Luther Burton. I mean, I know that's reaching a little bit, but if you go off Will Johnson's 2023 tape, he's top 5. But 2024, I mean, I'm not going just based off 2024 tape. I mean, I'm going off both. And it was enough for me to put him in my top 10 still. I mean, he's my favorite corner in the class. Some people got Jahdae Barron over him from Texas. But I still have Will Johnson as my number 1 corner in this class. And I do think that he might fall down some draft boards just because of his 2024 production. But I still think that he's an elite press man corner. He also has short arms. This is the reason that he'll drop down draft boards. But, I mean, if you just look at tape, man, his instincts, I mean, you've seen 2 or 3 plays of him just jumping a ball, reading the quarterback's eyes. I mean, I know that's what corners are supposed to do, but, I mean, he does it at an elite level. He's a pick 6 machine. And that's why I have him at number 9. At number 10, I'm sure most of y'all probably thought that I wasn't going to have a quarterback in my top 10. I do have Cam Ward. Now, there was a lot of people I wanted to slide into this number 10 spot, which I'll get to. I'll have an honorable mentions, but I was down between a few players, and I ultimately decided on Cam Ward. Now, is he the best quarterback prospect in the past 5 years? No, not even close. I would say he's probably one of the worst in terms of, considering them being a top 5 draft pick. I mean, now that isn't me hating on him. I obviously still have him as a top 10 player in this whole draft class. Still at number 10. But, I mean, there's just a lot of things he isn't polished at. I mean, he isn't amazingly accurate. He isn't the best decision maker. But he ultimately can be a franchise quarterback. I do think so. He has the tools and he has the capability. He has a good arm. It's not elite arm strength. He has a good arm, and he has okay decision making. He does need to be coached up, but I do have him at number 10 because I do think he is a really good player. Don't get me wrong, but to be a number 1 pick, which he will be in this draft, I don't think he's the number 1 player in this class at all. I have him at 10, and he could be lower. Okay. I have some people have him all the way at 13. I'm not going to do that to him. I do think he does deserve some love. I mean, he's very comfortable in the pocket. That is one thing about him. I mean, there was some plays you saw him and he just stands there. Look at that. I mean, he's very comfortable and he has good pocket movement, and that's a great play by him. But I have him at number 10. And some honorable mentions. I know that there will be Cam Ward highlights playing in the background, but just some honorable mentions I got are Colston Loveland out of Michigan. Very good tight end, second best in the class. And I have him just outside my top 10. A Jahad Campbell out of Alabama, based on pure talent, I have him right outside my top 10. I mean, there's a lot of players. Jahdae Barron out of Texas. He probably is 11th if I was to make an 11th player. Very good player. And I mean, there's just many others, and I'm obviously not going to make everybody happy, but that was my top 10 players. If you want to see more content like this, obviously the draft is in a week at this point. But if you want to see more like player film breakdown and stuff like this, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on this, hitting that subscribe button, and comment anything you'd like to see. But until next time, peace.